Hey folks, it's Andy with Nuthouse Industries. We're out here in the shop today to take a look at some new rack features that we've been working on here recently. One of the things that's came out new is this smaller 180 awning. It's about 60 inches long overall, and it's a full 180, so it swings out to the front, swings out to the rear. You get a lot of coverage, especially on these shorter bed racks like the Toyotas, the Gladiator, your ZR2 racks, where you just, a typical 8-foot awning is just too much for it. So this little smaller package works out really nicely on these smaller platforms. This happens to be a Gladiator rack right here. You can see it fits perfectly with the length. Because of that awning and because of the hardshell tents that we're using on these narrower bed trucks, we have introduced a new awning bracket here that extends out a little further. This allows us for a wider platform up here to accept the hardshell tents. They take up a little more space than the traditional soft side folding tents. So this new bracket's working out real well. This bracket applies to all of our racks. It would fit on whatever the platform might be. Another piece that we've been playing with, Moly panels seem to be all the rage. So we're working on some of our rack panels here to go on the side for a rotopack. This would be on the outside. Then on the inside, we've got the slots for the mollies. So looking at this hard, this little prototype we did, we'll probably reduce some of these holes that aren't needed in the full production model. But a nice option, that way when you have this up on the side, over here on the rack, you have the ability to put a first aid kit or some recovery gear, small tool pack, whatever you might want to have quick and handy to get to. The last feature I want to talk about is the new Hilift jack mount. These smaller platforms with the nutshell box, we can't mount it on the side. The beds typically are smaller. It's also hard to get to the Hilift jack once it's up inside the bed or up so far on the rack. So we introduced this pull-out Hilift mount. So it's got a secure knob here on the side that threads in and pinches it solid so it won't come out when you're on the trail or going down the road. Thread that knob out, grab the two slides, then that Hilift jack comes completely out of the vehicle. Loosen up the knobs. These can be locking knobs if you need for security. This puts the jack right there at an area where you can reach up, take the knobs off, and take the jack down and use it. When you're done, jack goes back on, release the slides, put the jack away. As you can see, those slides are locking in and out, but we did, again, add this knob here just for security to tie that down, and actually kind of pinches that completely together. Once that happens, then the slides won't release at all. So works out really well, especially for someone that may have limited mobility or something, can't crawl up in the back of that truck to get to that jack in a situation where they may need it. So just wanted to show you a few things. Again, these are on a Gladiator rack here with the coiling cover, but all these options we talked about are real specific more to the smaller truck platforms where you have a shorter bed and you want some more space, or a larger awning that works with that. So as you can see, we're always working to give you a better solution for your build. So give us a call, give us a shout on the internet, and look us up to work on your next build.